Good evening, everybody. Hope that you're good, and we're now out after the Community Day weekend to try and get a little bit of a taste of the Holiday Part 2 event. This is a final batch of 2-kilometer eggs that we're going to get out of the way very quickly. We have the pay ticket research, and again, thank you very much to Batman of Texas for gifting us to that, because we've got to complete it, which is great. Now we know that a field research task called Use an Incense is the Incensed Podcast research task. That gives you a Cetoddle for this event, which is really nice. That's already making Part 2 better than Part 1 in my view. Shiny PolyWag from an egg. Lovely. So 3 shiny hatches, I think, in total. Are they going to be any good? 98 Wooper. The PolyWag, of course, the shiny is terrible. 98's left, right, and centre, but no hundo. There is a Wooloo. So it's in the wild and it's boosted off of Incense over the course of the 22nd, 24th and 26th. Cetoddle is the odd number days, the 23rd, 25th and 27th. We've got quite a few costume Wooloo off the back of some of the lures, but I want to find some field research tasks that are going to be not the nearby battle code trainer. Let's claim our incenses, which is definitely a lovely part to have this event, and check for the costume Wooloo. I forget the hundo from research, honestly. Check 2 is not a shiny either, and I think exactly the same IV. Really cool to have this brand new costume shiny on the back of the Dedenne, which of course we didn't get at all. And I don't think the Dedenne was done as well as Wooloo and Cetoddle. There weren't enough ways to get that, so claiming this gives us a non-shiny Wooloo, but it's, oh god, it's worse than everything else. Let's claim a collection challenge for the Pancham. Interesting holiday-themed Pokemon. We got a jacket on part 2 of that research, so we'll catch some Pokemon, use an incense and spin some stops, which we are definitely going to go and do. There are some perma-boosted Pokemon in this event as well. You got Galarian Zigzagoon, and of course Absol. You would have seen we got 2 of those over the Com Day, literally the Sunday, just the Sunday. I really want this Wooloo and Cetoddle. While I go about catching this giant Absol, there are a few things that I've noticed immediately with this event now that we actually have a proper look at it. So, apart from the fact that it's nice and dark, look, like a 24-hour challenge, hey. Alolan Rattata is spawning, and that's quite a good one if you want to tick off. That's my biggest Absol ever. Smashing. The youngster medal is catch 1,000 tiny Rattata to get the platinum, and that took me a fair while to get, but the only thing is the Alolan Rattata is tending to be larger and heavier than its Cantonian counterpart. Of course, the Vanillite nest in Walpole is still very much there. I'm loving that. Costume Wooloo is popping very regularly off of that incense now I'm out and about moving, so that gives me hope for Cetoddle tomorrow. I've just seen where I might find an Alolan Vulpix. It won't happen tonight because it's in 1-star raids. However, those are your field research tasks encounters. So catch 10 will give you Galarian Zigzagoon or Blitzel. Cetoddle is using Incense, we know that. Win 2 raids is Clink though. I mean, good luck if you need that shiny, but I'm not winning 2 raids for a Clink. Well, I did say it's a perma boosted shiny. 1788, we have ourselves an Absol for the night, which is smashing. That and Galarian Zigzagoon are probably going to be ones that sparkle the most for any of you out there. And honestly, Absol gets a Mega. Probably the best bet to go and get something decent if it doesn't attack you and throw your ball away. Was that any good though? No, it's a bit late. And I'm thinking, quite windy, quite dark. Let's go and rest up, and we'll back out first thing tomorrow morning for a bit more of a quest grind, because I haven't seen Incense quest the entire time I've been out.
The next morning.
A very good morning with you all. Now, Monday morning, we've got a couple of Cetoddle raids, which is great. The 1-stars are starting to deliver for part 2. This one we did first, got kicked out, had to redo. There was a nice little lobby of people who were in there before me, but maybe shitty? No. Congrats to anybody who's got their shiny Cetoddle already. I think I saw Jerry, part of the Patreon squad, got his very quickly, as did Film Vlogs, fellow content creator over in Hawaii, first raid. Today is boosted Cetoddle off of Incense, so we're going to be walking around trying to find the Incense quests. 89%. Cetoddle actually isn't a bad ice type, or rather Cetitan, but there are a few other things on Incense today, including Togetic, which is a nice boost of XL candy, a good Pokemon, and can be shiny. There's a Cetoddle on Incense. Hold your horses, people. Not great. It's a really good shiny. Pink eyelids go orange. May have to already go and swap for a battery. The cold weather's not doing the camera any good. Is worse than the last one, but that's fine. Come on, thanks everybody who jumped in. Not shiny. I have a horrible feeling like part 1 we didn't get either of the new shinies. Sandygast, chase for it as hard as we could with quests and spawns and everything. Even a few raids here and there. Dedenne, just not enough opportunity. Don't make part 2 a rinse and repeat, please, Niantic or Pokemon Go Gods or whatever, because honestly, if we have the whole winter season of getting nothing new, gonna be sad. Yes, 3 incense checks. We'll pop down some incense, even though we've got 8 hours now. Check 1 for Cetoddle, not a shiny. I forget the quest hundo. Check 2, not shiny. And check 3, not shiny. Yeah, it's average, but it's an XL for showcase. Found 3 more use an incense task. Now, yes, really good that Cetoddle is actually in field research for part 2. However, I can understand perhaps some people are a little bit like, really? Because you're going to be burning through incense at a very constant rate if you're chasing these quests. Not a shiny. 2, because we're going to keep burning our incense. But, good excuse for a non-shiny. Although Master27 would like that one. It's very much worth your time putting the Incensed Podcast on. You can scan the QR code on screen if you want to find out all the links for the podcast, because episode 202, the Christmas show, is now available to download and also on our YouTube channel as a video podcast. One of the few select episodes to go into video format, so enjoy that one, people. While we're here, let's claim the remainder of this research. Again, thank you very much to Batman of Texas who gifted us this ticket, and shiny Wooloo it is not. This is quite weird actually being out before 10 a.m. I quite like it. We get our dust and our lovely jacket. Thank you so very much. Actually, it turns out he gifted us the Community Day ticket as well, so appreciate both of those. Couple more quests here. Let's see if we can get anything good. Not a shiny. 4, check 2. Not a shiny. And perhaps this one. Not shiny. But some good news. I have found an Alone and Vulpix raid up the road. The bad news is Zeb Striker and 2 Cannon are in 3-star raids. What on earth they're doing in there, I have no idea. The showcases for the next couple of days are indeed Wooloo, but if we pop down yet another incense, it's going to be running constantly this event. We have 3 more quests to check. 1 is not shiny, 2 is not shiny, and the final one isn't shiny. Damn. A collection challenge with an encounter for a fur fruit. It could have been shiny. It is in the research breakthrough, and it's coming off of incense on the same day as Cetoddle is. Oh yes, 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 yes. Yes! The podcast brings in the shiny costume Wooloo. I honestly thought that was going to give me one hell of a runaround. I don't think it's boosted, but it's a sick shiny, and it's got a costume. So soon after its shiny release, literally 3.5, 4 months. Absolutely awesome to have grabbed that one today. Of course, you need 2, because you want to evolve them, but shiny costume Wooloo. I can go and get an AR shot next to Black Sheep Coffee. Fantastic. There was a Cetoddle on incense that I missed. Oh my goodness me. That's actually insane, and I'm so pleased with that. Let me know if you've managed to bag that already from the event. I know some people have, having looked at socials. It's coming off of incense pretty regularly. It's pretty common in the wild as well, so you just gotta move about. Come on. Yes. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love that thing. The Galatias raids, no thank you. We're looking for Cetoddle raids and some Cetoddle tasks. More shiny checks, or more Wooloo. Not shiny Cetoddle. Wouldn't mind another hundo of this thing. We do have one that's now a Cetitan and has been maxed out to level 50, I believe. Because, as I said, it's not a bad ice type, really. We're going to have to wrap up this first video from the holidays part 2, unfortunately, but we're definitely going to continue that shiny Cetoddle chase through the raids and the specific incense days. Don't forget, it's the odd-numbered days of December that give you the Cetoddle on incense. The even-numbered days give you Wooloo. It's great to have the accessibility for these new shiny Pokemon, costume and non-costume, but let me know your thoughts and feelings in the comments below of this event. I personally think it's better than part 1 by a long way. Just the more accessible way of getting Pokemon is vastly better in my opinion. I would like to say, if you enjoyed this piece of content and getting the shiny costume Wooloo, come on, hit that subscribe button down below and stick with me for the content grind, because we will be back out with some more bits and pieces, probably after Christmas. But of course, a massive thank you to every single person who's over on the Patreon squad, who really are the reason we're able to continue going and grinding for these Pokemon Go bits and pieces with events, the live streams, and those live events as well. Your contributions really do make a huge impact in this content creation game, so thank you so much to each and every single one of you. And yeah, I apologize, cold weather hitting hard. But it is time for me to say a very Merry Christmas to you all and Happy Holidays. We'll see you after Christmas Day for another piece of content. But if you want something to keep you occupied, 2 things. You can go and check out one of the 2 videos there on the screen, because there's so much more for you to continue enjoying if you like what you saw here. And of course, while you're running your incense, drop a download to the Incensed Podcast. There's 202 episodes for you to enjoy, but the Christmas one has released recently. It's a quality one. And I'll say until the next time, Merry Christmas.